Yesterday we learned how to do triangle congruence proofs, and today we're just going to continue that, and these ones are just going to be a little harder. So this is lesson 5.06. Yesterday was 5.05. So if you haven't seen that, maybe go back and watch that one, and then this one will be a little easier for you. So we always want to make sure, one, you mark up your diagrams when we're doing proofs. So looking at this diagram down here, I have some tick marks on it. Let's say I mark these angles are equal. It's really important you mark this up because you can see when you're done. Because now I see one pair of sides equal, AC and BC, two pair of sides equal, DC, DB, and an angle equal. So I have three things. So I could figure out, oh, it's side, angle, side for this one. And if I didn't mark up the diagram, I'm going to have a really hard time figuring out if it's side, angle, side, 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 angle, side, angle. So it also helps us determine the postulate, which is like side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, and we're going to learn later hypotenuse like. So you know when you're done, if you look at all of these, they all have three angles or sides that are equal. So three pairs of sides, two sides and an angle. You need three things. That's when you know you're done. So let's go look at a proof on the inside. So again, I see my given and proof, so that means I have to make a statement and reason chart. Stumbled over my words there. And now this one's a little more complicated. This diagram looks kind of confusing. There's a lot going on here. So I always write down my given. So I always can start there. FC bisects angle BCD. So I'm going to have an angle bisector. And C is the midpoint of DB. So I'm already thinking, okay, I got a midpoint, I got an angle bisector. I'll probably have to use those. So that's my givens. One thing I really like to do is look at what I'm trying to prove, especially when my diagram's complicated. If you look over here at the U-try, this is going to be easy because the two triangles you're trying to prove, there's only two triangles. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. So it's more complicated. So I want to make sure I know which ones I'm looking at. FBC, that's this triangle. I'm going to highlight it so it's a little easier to see stuff. FBC is this triangle. So I want to prove that one is equal to FDC, this one. So I don't care about these two triangles right now. So I shouldn't be trying to prove this angle is equal to this one. I don't care about those ones. I care about these two yellow ones. All right, so let's start our proof. Just like yesterday, we got to use our givens. FC bisects angle BCD. All right, BCD is this angle, which is actually a straight line. So that means this angle is equal to this one if FC cuts that angle in half. So step 2, BCA is equal to angle DCA. And we're using the definition of an angle bisector. And I know that because if I look at that, what I was figuring out, bisects angle BCD. It's talking about an angle bisector. Now, some students might say, oh, these are 90-degree angles. Yes, that is true. You don't have to write it, though. We're just trying to prove they're equal. They're equal. All right, let's look at the second given. C is the midpoint of DB. All right, well, DB is here. C is in the middle. That means those two sides are equal. So step 3, BC is equal to DC. And again, I'm using a definition here. And what's my vocab word? Oh, midpoint. So definition of a midpoint. So if I look at my diagram, because I've used both my givens, both of those are gone. I need one more thing because I only have one side and one pair of angles so far. So one pair of sides, one pair of angles. I need 3 things to be done. So step number 4. I'm out of givens, so I got to find something hidden in the diagram. Another thing equal with those yellow triangles. Well, I see they both share this middle line, FC. So FC is equal in both triangles. And that is called the reflexive property. Because it's flipping over that, and those are equal in both triangles. So now I have another side. If I look, I see side, angle, side. Okay, that's a postulate, so I know my triangles are congruent. So we proved it. Triangle FBC is congruent to triangle FDC. And I see that it's side, angle, side. So pause the video, try the one on the right that you try, and then I will show you the answer. All this stuff is from the last question. So we're going to write our statement and reason chart. We're going to write our given. Always our first step. V is the midpoint of WY, and WZ equals YZ. So that's what we're given. So step 2. I should mention, you're trying to prove these 2 triangles are congruent. There's only 2 triangles, so it's pretty obvious. We got to prove those 2 triangles are equal, the same size. So step 2, let's use that first given. V is the midpoint of WY. Well, here's WY. V is the middle. That means this side equals this side. WV equals YV. And we're using the definition of a midpoint. Abbreviating midpoint, making it quick. Step 3. So I look at my next given. WZ, YZ are equal. They just straight up tell me that. So I already wrote that down here, and that's given to me. I don't need to write any reason or statement under here. It's already done for me. They just gave me that one. All right, so let's go to step 3 for real, because I didn't need to write anything there. I have 2 things so far. I have a side here and a side here that are equal in both triangles. So I need 3 things. I've used this given, I've used this given. So I got to find something hidden in the diagram. So VZ is equal to ZV, and that's the reflexive property. And now I have a side, the red sides are equal, the blue sides are equal, the green sides equal. So I got 3 things. Triangle WVZ congruent to triangle YVZ. And my postulate is 3 sides, side, side, side. It's like the easiest one.